get that. Introduce the wonderful Jessica Webb over here. She has been practicing yoga for a great deal of time and very good at it. She has her cards up here. She's from Anchor Yoga. So feel free to connect with her via her email and whatnot. And so we'll go ahead and let her take it away.
Hi, good morning. Good morning. It's so nice to see all of you, and it's so nice to be here with all of you. I feel a strong sense of community just by sharing this space. Because that's what we really are here, sharing this space together. So, and I'm very thankful to Angie for having me here today. My name is Jessica Webb, and I teach stress reduction. It comes in many forms, so I can teach yoga as stress reduction. I can teach meditation as another form of stress reduction. I teach what I call mindful movement as another form. And what it all boils down to is connecting to your body, connecting to who you are in a particular moment. So as you are right now, sitting. Now you're sitting. You were standing, perhaps you were walking, perhaps you were eating. So you've done a few things already today, but when we are present for what we're doing while we're doing it, we are connecting to the body. So I teach mindfulness-based stress reduction. I teach the 8-week course that Dr. Rocha did mention. That's taught from Center for Mindfulness. So I've trained at the Center for Mindfulness, and I teach 8-week course mindfulness-based stress reduction. And 2 of the weeks out of those 8 weeks are yoga. So it's not about, let's see, can I get my ankle behind my ear? That's really something well, I don't get my ankle behind my ear, so I can't teach that. So yoga is really about being present for your experience and how you are in a particular moment in time. So let's start. My invitation is for you to take your shoes off. Yeah. So yeah, how does it feel? How does it feel now? And so now just lifting one hand gently, you're placing it somewhere near the space around the chest, somewhere near the space around the belly. Yeah, just a new connection. And you might even notice as you're inhaling or exhaling, you're sensing a deeper connection to the hands. So there's more pressure on the in-breath, right underneath the palm. Might be more pressure on the out-breath. You're noticing a drop in the chest. Just take a moment. Maybe it feels right to close your eyes. If it doesn't, that's okay. And just breathe for one in-breath, one out-breath. However that is for you. If it's a short breath, it's short. If it's long, it's long. If it's shallow, it's shallow. If it's ragged, it's ragged. If it's smooth, it's smooth. So how is it right now? How is the breath right now for you? Notice that your in-breath might not be the same from moment to moment. The exhalation might not be the same from moment to moment. Knowing what it's like is the most important. The most important thing is just knowing what it is like for you right now. So now opening up the eyes, allowing the hands to drift down by your sides. So we're going to work next with some movement to the shoulders. Begin to lift the shoulders towards the ears and back and down. So shoulders up towards the ears and back and down. Your in-breath might even reach the shoulders up, and your out-breath might even drop the shoulders down. So it's nice to open up the mouth and exhale. Do one more pass, and then relax.
And just see if there's any residual effect of that movement so far. You might notice some tingling or a little bit of warmth in the body. So that's just a sensation that you can notice and be present for, and how is it right now? So now, please come to your feet. And notice what it's like to stand. What is it like just to stand? So we might have everybody sort of spread out, make yourself a little bit of extra room to fill in the space. Does anybody remember? He's talking all about how much the head weighs. The human head weighs 11 pounds, something along those lines. So just letting the weight of your head alone create a stretch for the back of the neck. And you might notice this right at the top of the cervical spine, where the cervical spine then creates the little transition into the thoracic spine. So just hanging your head down. And then begin to roll the head gently to the left, towards the left shoulder. And then sweep the head back down through the center and over towards the right shoulder. And just seeing what sensations arise for you as you simply move your head through the middle, forward and down, and from the left and to the right. Not needing to fix anything, not needing to rush. So let your head swing almost like a pendulum back down to the center where the head's right over the heart. And breathe in and lift the head. So you're feeling the chin now comes parallel to the floor. So then we might take the hands to the hips. Let's take the hands to the hips. And just a little twist to the left. And twisting, we're keeping the feet right where they are. So toes point straight ahead. And what we're moving here is the pelvis. And from the pelvis, moving up into the spine. From the spine, moving out to the shoulders. And without forcing, just let your head follow through the stretch. Then turn your head forward. Follow with the shoulders, follow with the spine, and follow with the hips. Right, same to the other side. Start with the hips, keep the feet right where they are. Let the spine continue to twist, let the shoulders continue to twist. Then without forcing, let the head come around so the head rotates the left. Balloons under your wrists. And let your arms lift up. Allowing the doing, the action of lifting the arms to be secondary to the fact of the arms being lifted. So there's the doing and there's the being. Lifting the arms and arms being lifted. So holding that, noticing how the body feels just having the arms outstretched. Where's the effort? Where is this coming from? You can maybe even notice it in the belly, in your abdomen. Then turn your palms up. Different sensation here. Maybe the triceps start to call their names. Hey, hello triceps.
Oh, they're screaming.
I haven't heard from you in a while. What do you think? What about the elbow creases? What do you feel in the elbow creases? Good. Now bring your hands a little further, almost to the shape of a Y. We all kind of know this one, I think. Good. So it's feeling a little lighter, not as heavy, right? Right. So go a little bit more. So we're lengthening up towards the ceiling now. And breathe. Reach towards the ceilings. Yeah. Good. And now, opposite hand maybe wants to pick something off the shelf that's just a little bit out of reach. Oh, it's that glass of wine. Yeah. And then the opposite hand, oh, maybe I can get it with that opposite hand, that glass of wine. What is that? It's a chocolate. So, and you can get a deeper, whatever that's just up on that shelf that you know you need, by lifting the opposite heel. So pick up the opposite heel of the arm that's lengthened up. Right. And then the other one. Good. Perfect. Setting the heels down. Now we're going to come back down, bit of a Y shape here, and then a T. Shoulders. Turn the palms down. Balloons. Deflate. Deflate. deflate, yeah, that transition there, it's really kind of, you don't really think about it, but there's a lot of effort happening in just reaching the arms up. So now hold that, stand there, stand right on your solid feet, and notice, close the eyes, and feel yourself, feel the sensations that are happening right now for you on your left arm. And now on your right arm. So we call that the residue. It's as if you've seen the train, watched the train, you've listened for the train, you've heard the train, but the train's no longer there. And if you've ever done this, you've reached down and you felt the train track, and you know the train was there. So this is the energy that's happening inside your body all the time. We just don't pay any attention to it whatsoever. So that's just a little bit part of the process of yoga. It's just feeling how the body feels after a particular pose. Balance. Yoga, yeah, that's what most people think of when they think about yoga is, oh, balance, yeah, balance, and stretching. Stretching and balance, that's yoga. It's also very important to breathe. So we like to breathe when we stretch. So we're going to try this balance position. It's very, very simple. Stand on your feet. Feet pointing straight ahead. We're going to shift our body weight. Right now we're feeling the body weight equally distributed between both feet. But imagine if you could pour the energy out of the right leg, and into the left. So if you've ever poured liquid from one pitcher into another, that's what we're going to do. So you're pouring from right into left. So the right's getting a little bit lighter, emptier, and this is filling. It's filling up with pressure, it's filling up with sensations, filling up with weight. Balloons under the wrists.
Oh boy.
You don't have to go high. We're lifting up the leg, lifting the foot off the ground. You just have to barely lift it. We're not here to win any awards or be better than our neighbor. We're only here to notice how we feel. So what do we feel here in the left hip? Yeah, what's happening in the right foot? Where's the effort? Are you breathing?
Good question.
Take a deep breath. See if you can take a deep breath in. Little balloons under the wrists. Wow, huh? Now, noticing, is the heart beating a little faster? We're not, this isn't high intensity interval training by any means. But it's these simple little things that you can do at any time during the day. Any time whatsoever. It doesn't matter what people say or think or whatever. So let's try that's pouring into like a pitcher of water, pouring out of one foot into the other. Notice the heaviness, notice the deeper connection, soles of the feet, little balloons, and that's it. Often things, when it comes to connecting to the mind-body connection, things are simple but not always easy. It's very simple to breathe and notice and feel. Simple in theory, not always easy in concept or in practice. Inhale. Oh, yes, beautiful. And exhale. And that's it. So notice if you said, oh, I like that for that side, I'm better. My right leg is better than my left leg. So we can oftentimes in yoga teach people how to take that simple awareness of one side being stronger than the other, or one side being weaker than the other, or trying to fix one side and then make it the same experience on the other side. Instead, think of it as having a student side. Ah, it's my student side. And this is my teacher side. And let's learn from each other. Student, teacher, that is a two-way street right there. I learn from my students every day. Student, teacher. Good. So a little bit more. We know this pose because we saw like 3 or 4 different slides on Dr. Mike's presentation. It looks like this. Okay? Tree pose. Now, starting again with that same The same sensation of feeling both feet on the floor. And then shifting. So shift to the right. Pouring, pouring, pouring. And with the left toes, stay on the ground, but turn the knee towards the side. The toes can remain right where they are, touching the floor. And are we breathing? Yeah, are we breathing? Your hands can come to the heart. Also, every time you can feel the palms touching, it's another way to connect. It's another way to connect. Also wishing yourself well. Now, the option is, and the invitation is to perhaps take the sole of the foot and slide it up to the calf muscle. Option. But if you're out there thinking, you know, I should be able to do this. I should be able to do this. Maybe not today. It's okay. It's how we are right now that's most important. Not how we were 10 years ago, and not how we're going to be 10 years from now, but right here. Good. And maybe they go up. Also optional. Great. And maybe once the arms are up, you're like, oh my God, there's those triceps again. But where's the breath? Good. Slow down. Hands can come back to your heart. Beautiful. And setting the foot down. Ha! Wow. Something happening probably on the outer edge of the hip. Take your fist, making very soft, flat fists. Moving outside of the hips. A little palpation. Good. Tapping. That's tapping and softening the muscle tissue. Great. How about we try it, even it out? You feel a little uneven? Oh, this side. Oh, well, this side's probably very jealous. So let's go back to mountain pose. This is Tadasana, or mountain pose. Pose of the mountain. Stable, strong, resilient. And let's switch. Let's pour some energy over. Pour, 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 pour. Feel the heaviness in the foot and the lightness. Toes, they float up. Turning the knee out. That'll put the sole of the foot against the ankle. Hands. So here's important too. I didn't mention this before, but it really is important about where we're looking. If you ride horses or motorcycles or things like that, you know that the horse goes where you're going to look because it knows that you're turning your head. So where we look is important. You look straight ahead or behind you or down at the floor, just out in front of you. And maybe slide the sole of the foot to the calf muscle. Totally optional. Or if you're feeling a little frisky this morning, arms to your breath in. We smile. Yeah. And hands together to your heart. Setting your foot back down again. And now a wonderful chance to again reach down and feel the train track. Just by letting the arms hang, soften the knees, kneecap the patella, so letting go of the thigh muscles. Close your eyes and notice your sensations. Typically, it could be a little more pulsation in the body or a vibratory effect, like tremolo. So it's an echoing of the holding. It's the echo of the holding. There's a train that's no longer present for you, but still felt. And there's nothing to fix. There's no sensation you have to conjure up. We're just looking around. And then allow your eyes to open. So now we're taking forward fold. So we're going to fold down towards the feet. So make sure there's enough room near you, around you, behind you. Forward fold. So start with the heels of the palms right at the hip creases and bend the knees gently. So as you bend your knees gently, you'll slide the hands down the fronts of the legs all the way down. And notice what happens to your body, your spine. Then we'll let the last piece of that puzzle drop. That's your head. So tuck your chin. So yeah, the crown of the head dropping towards the floor. Tuck your chin again. Tuck your chin again. That's the back of the neck. We hold so much tension in the back of the neck. So nod your head as if you're saying yes. Yes, chocolate, I love you. Yes, nod your head, yes. And then shake your head a little bit. No, not vigorously or violently, just a little from side to side. No, donuts, no. Chocolate, yeah. Then again, we'll roll up or Coming back up nice and easy. Bend to your knees. Arms start to hang down. If you need to, you can walk your hands up your thighs to assist. Otherwise, unfurl your spine all the way up to level. Now we'll do a little bit more with the neck. So lean your left ear towards your left shoulder and take your right arm out to the side. Turn the palm so the back of the hand comes to the small of your back. Oh, there's my neck muscle. Very easy stretch for the neck. Then release your hand from behind you. Lift your head to center. And easy right ear, right shoulder. Left hand to the side. And then the back of the hand to the small of the back. Oh. So that's how the head is connected to the shoulder. And that song, head, shoulder, knees. I always think about that. Good. Another breath in. Breath out. And release your hand from behind you. Lift your head to center. Shoulders up, back and down. Step back to your chair. Come to a seated posture on your chair. That's okay. What's next?
We want more. We want more.
So lay your hand again on the chest and lay your hand again on the belly. This is touching in with the vitality of yourself, the vitality of your own energy. You are all unique and you are all human. We share this. We are interconnected in this way. This is our own little community in this particular room, but we are all human beings, energetic beings inhabiting a human form. So feel your heart beating and feel your breath coming in and coming out. So this moment-to-moment, non-judgmental awareness of what's happening right now is your connection. So every chance you get, just touching in. I'm going to let your hands drift down by your sides. Namaste. Thank you all very, very much.
I'm feeling very present and balanced.
Yes.
I teach mindfulness classes for a Krishna company. I teach meditation classes at Worksite here, there, everywhere. So I come to your place of business, to help you relax.
Yeah, fantastic.
Just for a little. Because you know what? Some is better than none. That's some of what that Dr. Mike was saying. Some is better than none. 10 minutes a day is better than nothing. So some is better than none. Repeat after me. Ready? Some is better than nothing. Yay! Very good.
Thing that our members really like about this is the being able to track their goals. I think that's the most important thing. It will tell you, like, you've just completed a 5K, you've just hiked up the Eiffel Tower. It has, like,
I was going to say that I hiked the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, so it has little things that tell you once you've reached the marathon, it will tell you you walked or run a marathon. So it definitely has really cool features in here. The upright express bikes, which are over there behind us on the cardio deck. Those are very similar to riding a bike outside. You can go for a route and it actually changes your sports. You can change it as well. There's music on there, there's games you can play, trying to get kids a little bit more involved and interactive and working out as well. Group exercise studio right over here. These are fun. There's 2 Let's take some classes. We have yoga, tai chi, Zumba, belly dancing, a dance class. We really try to bring in, obviously, a variety to please every member that we have. The other thing that we just started this current session is dance programs. So we do have dance classes for ages 4 to 7, which is something new that we haven't had here in a little while. That's why you see the bars over there. We have a beginner jazz class and a beginner ballet class. So we're very excited to have those that just started. But yeah, I mean, this is me and Michelle's favorite spot in this whole building. Become a member here, we do offer a free wellness orientation where you can go through and get acquainted with all the equipment.
And we also have what we call the accessible locker room, which is available for anyone in a wheelchair. We're fully handicap accessible. Moms can also use it with dad, little boys, and dads, little girls. So we've tried to, alleviate that issue with locker rooms and where does everybody go. So that, like I said, that's a big piece of this whole project has been that we are fully handicap accessible. No one's ever been able to come in this building in a wheelchair before, where they can now. So we've got the elevator. For four floors, we've got 7 stops on the elevator because there's so many weird things in the building. But you are able to get anywhere you want to go here, and that's a big piece of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to walk you guys through the pool. That way you can see the pool area.